Modern works drawing on Greek mythology usually make Hades completely wrong, or Kronos a little more sensible, the big bad. But they forget about Zeus' greatest enemy, Typhon. After defeating the Titans and then the Giants, the Olympian gods had to face the main boss on the way to dominating the world, Typhon. Here is an example of its description. It was larger than the largest mountains. Its head touched the stars. When he stretched out his hands, one reached the eastern ends of the world and the other reached the western ends. Instead of fingers, he had 100 dragon heads. From the waist down, he had a tangle of vipers, yea, tentacles, and wings at his shoulders. His eyes were shooting out flames. In other versions of the myth, Typhon was a flying 100-headed dragon. In any case, appearance and stature worthy of the Great Old One. Typhon attacked Olympus, and all the gods except Zeus fled in panic. The supreme god took up the fight, and lost it. Only in the second duel did he manage to defeat Typhon, but not kill him. He only imprisoned him, hitting him with a mountain which is known as Etna. And volcanic activity is the result of Typhon's anger, trying to break free. Typhon equaled the Lord of Heaven not only in strength, but in fertility. His wife was Echidna, about whom Hesiod wrote. She also gave birth to another creature, invincible, huge, unlike neither men nor immortal gods. In a hollow cave, the divine violent Echidna, half a sharp-eyed young girl with beautiful cheeks, half a huge snake, a great and powerful, spotted, cruel. In the depths of the Holy Land, this pair spawned many, if not most, of the monsters found in Greek mythology. Their offspring were very diverse and strange, as befits the spawn of enemies of divine order, including Ladon, the 100-headed dragon who never slept and guarded the apples that gave immortality. Cerberus. We all know the dog guarding the gates of hell. But not all of us know that, according to some accounts, it had not 3 heads, but as many as 50. It was also covered with scales, and it had a snake for a tail. So what does this have to do with a dog? Scylla. This lady inherited the most from the human, beautiful part of Echidna. At least initially. But eventually, as a result of various perturbations, she turned from a beautiful nymph to something like her siblings, becoming a 6-headed sea beast, so hideous, according to Homer, that even the gods could not stand sight of her. She dwelled in a cave, from where she opened her mouth to devour the crews of ships. Gorgons. I mean those ladies with snake hair, not monstrous bulls. Medusa was one of them, The story that Athena turned her priestess into a monster as a punishment for being raped by Poseidon is an invention of later poets. Lernine Hydra, a multi-headed monster with many reptilian or human heads. In place of each severed head, 2 others grew, and in addition, the main head was completely immortal. Therefore, after chopping off the mortal heads, Heracles had to burn the stumps and bury the immortal, still hissing head underground. Hydra's breath was poisonous. Various other creatures, such as the Sphinx, the dog Ortus, the Nemean lion, or the Chimera, each of these descendants has the potential to be portrayed as an eldritch abomination in its own right. To be precise, according to some accounts, the father of these creatures, and Echidna herself, wasn't Typhon, but a monstrous, ancient, older than Poseidon, sea god, Phorcys. How to use Typhon? Well, Typhon clearly has the potential to be a great old one. Imprisoned by Nodens, some other elder god, weak gods of humanity. Maybe his cult is trying to free him from Etna. What if he succeeds? What might distinguish Typhon from many other great old ones? I would recommend focusing on his monster progenitor aspect. If he manages to reunite with Echidna, they will immediately start spawning various blasphemous beasts in series.